Right, so not only do I have to pronounce these Welsh names, I've now got to do it with a cold. But we're going to give it a go anyway. Oh, yeah. And don't forget to like and subscribe. G'day guys, welcome back to Chump the Champ, episode 2. My name's Wales, but most people call me Wally. We got 2 games for you today. The first one is against, now, Llandudno. And now you know. Not my work, I stole it, but I thought it was good. Anyway, so we got Llandudno in the next match, and then we've got Barrytown. Excuse me if there's the odd sniffle, guys. I have got a cold, hopefully. Unlike the comments in the first video, which were really great. Thank you, everyone that stopped and dropped a like and a comment. Unlike the comments in there, I hope it's not the Rona. I don't think it is. We're COVID-0 here in Adelaide, so fingers crossed. Any rate, after that, we have a game against Barrytown. Difficult to pronounce Barry. I had to learn to pronounce that one as well. What has been difficult is the run of form in the league. After we left you with the draw against Haverfordwest United, we played Connors Quay and we drew 3-3 as they're the current title holders. I thought we're doing all right here. Then we beat these next 2 teams. I haven't gone, and I'm pretty sure it's Carnarvon and I'm not even Aberystwyth. That's I'll have to go and look up the pronunciation of that. But those anyway. We did all right, but then we lost to Bala, then we lost to Flint, and then we lost to Pettibont. We sort of turned things around against Cardiff Uni, and we scraped in against Newtown in the last game. So we need this win here in the MG Cup against Llandudno. Otherwise, we are going to struggle for morale. League-wise, we're still sitting okay, though. I mean, that's been a bit inflated by Cardiff, Metro Uni and Connors Quay having not played as many games as us. But we're there or thereabouts. We're miles away from the Europe split, I think, realistically at this stage. But you never know, you're like in a big city. I have tweaked the tactic a little bit. We've got a new player in on loan, and I've set the set pieces up properly now. So hopefully from here on in, we can start to have a bit of a better performance. So the new player that we've got here is Jake Bickerstaff. He's come in on loan from Wrexham, our affiliate club over, well, they're in Wales, but they play in the English Conference. Ryan Reynolds' club. He gives us a bit of depth up front. Good pace and acceleration, matey. That's what attracted me. Good finishing. His composure could be better, but we're working on that. He's only got 5 months left in his contract, so I may or may not be able to pick him up at the end of that. But with how we're looking with our wage budget, I highly doubt it, unless something major happens with one of the guys that's earning a bit of money that I'm not paying leaving the club. But most of the guys of about this skill want about 200 quid a week, and I just can't afford that. So hopefully someone picks him up so I can loan him. That's the idea there. Right, so we go into this one with Jones in goal, slightly rotated lineup, a back four of Davidson, Barrett, Farnsworth, and Lewis back from injury, playing as a right back today, not on the left. Bayo and Vieira in the centre of the park, Agumang and the edge on the wings, and Dirty Harry and Roberto up front. Bickerstaff's having a bit of a rest because he's a bit knackered. Actually, I might make one further change there. I'm going to sit Vieira out for Flint, and Flint can play as the box-to-box midfielder today. Like I said, excuse me, guys, this episode is going to be full of more jump cuts than normal because I am coming down with some hideous back-of-the-throat, nasal, horrible thing here. Some vicious lurgy has afflicted me. We will mark, actually I'll sort that. We will mark Mark Williams tightly though. That's a sensible decision. We're going to leave it at that for now. Players don't tend to listen to me anyway, so we're going to go to the dressing room and we are going to pump the fist and tell them we should be winning this one. And as usual, they ignore me. Are we confident? Yeah, we're confident. Training's been good. What makes you so confident you stick with your original tactical approach? It really comes down to the fact that I know, we know our quality. I picked Jacob Lever. He's just taking a bit of a rest. As we will skip ahead to the kickoff against whatever they're called. I've forgotten again already. I'm going to have to look it up again at halftime, aren't I? So I've been pretty disappointed with our form, to be fair. There's been a lot of this sort of stuff, games that go very late without goals, and then as both teams start to fatigue, we're the one that's conceding. Look, we've got shots on goal and everything here. If you look up here, this is a pretty quiet one. I'm going to have a look at what we're doing wrong here because we are playing very poorly. Instructions. We're going to stop hitting the early crosses against these guys. And you know what? We're going to run at the defence. We're going to use a bit of that speed and guile that we've got down the flanks and see if we can break this very, very stubborn defence down here. Hlun did know. That's right. Hlun did know. Hlun did know. And now you know. I'm going to keep using that. I just find it funny. Rightio, we're going to pump fists. Actually, we might outstretch the arms. Yeah, all right. They're inspired and motivated. That's better. We've outstretched the arms. We've begged them to do something. And what they've done, Bayo's given away another free kick. He is good at that, Bayo. Jones goes for the free kick and Bayo cleans it. Only as far as Roberto, though. Roberto cleans up his own rubbish there. He's away here on the right flank, the big fella. Agimang to Lewis. Lewis hooks it in for Dirty Harry. He's not there. And, it comes to nothing, really. Jones again over the free kick. Goes in and Hughes will score that. I don't know what's happening to the boys here, but we're getting Dickie Diamond over the back all the time now. It's becoming a bit of a joke here. That's like, who's marking him? It's like, you're all standing there. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Let's have a look. That's Farnsworth, the fill-in centre-back. And he's just let Hughes have that one. Now, we need to go attacking now. Instructions, more expressive. Okay. We need to run at this one. I mean, part of me wouldn't mind if we got knocked out of the cup. Oh, Agimang! And Agimang scores with the cross from the fill-in left-back Davidson there. And Agimang levels it up here for us at the Rock. That's a beautiful ball, really. There was 2 or 3 players that could have gone the end of that, but at the end, it's Agimang. And he is the man. Right, we get to substitute a clock here after this set piece. Jones again, but his namesake in the cage for us. Turns it around the post. There's another Jones out there. There's more Joneses than you can poke. You stick out here. It is Wales after all, I guess. Right, Agimang's got it now. He's got a bit of support here out on the right. It's the big fella. It's the big fella, Roberto. Roberto gets onto it. He's actually Canadian, Roberto. That was an interesting point to find out. Okay, we're going to... Hlunindo have made a substitution. Perhaps it's easier to say Hlun when you've got a nose full of mucus, not a nose full of anything else. Let's just make that very clear. Rightio, we got some tired bodies out there. We're going to bring on Ferreira over here. Jake Barrett can come off for Lever. We really don't want to concede another goal as much as we have some poor performance in the middle of the park. Bayo has just not lived up to what we've wanted from him there. So we're going to swap him probably for Pavel Vieira, I think. And we're going to let everyone else run out the game as much as we have some tired boys out there. But Bayo just needs to come off. He's playing poorly. Give team talk. I've made 3 substitutions. You know what happens when you make 3 substitutions, guys. You get an injury. Have I called it? What we really want is a goal. So this is very much how we've been playing. I'm set up to play as a counter. I've stopped pressing so much because we were just getting tired out. Even more so than my Liverpool save earlier, that we were getting tired out in with really fit players, I guess, but pressing much harder than we were here. But now players, since we've stopped that, teams are just knocking the ball around us and making us look like a bunch of novices. And that has only not gone into the goal by poor execution from them and nothing to do with good defence from us. Jones knocks at the flint. Vieira on the ball now. Been pretty solid for us, Vieira. A good ball from Flint, and Flint just seems to do things like that when he comes on. Dirty Harry, and Dirty Harry gets back on the scoreboard after a quiet period, Dirty Harry. There's been a fair bit of rotation up front in the last few games, and Dirty Harry repays my faith in starting him in this game by fighting the back of the net. That's a lovely ball from Flint, to be fair. Harry chases this up and just knocks it in the gap between the keeper and the defender there. And it's 2-1 here against Llandudno. Oh, excuse me. Right, Davidson on the ball now. Finds the edge. Edge to Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry back to the edge. Can the edge do something? In the name of love, edge, do something for us. Davidson back to the edge again. Edge finds Menyang. Oh, Agiyang on the far post. You can tell I've only been playing this save for a day. I haven't got my head around who's who in the zoo yet. Right. The keeper Jones with a long kick. Finds Dirty Harry. Roberto from distance takes a pop, but the keeper is not required to do anything there. And we're going to just step it back a fraction now. Instructions. Be more disciplined. We're going to waste a bit of time. We're going to stop running at the defence. Okay. All right, corner for us here. The edge is on the corner. Let's see how this new corner routine goes here. We're looking at the near post here from the edge. He goes there, and it's Lever, and he puts it in the back of the net. If you watch other content creators, you know how overpowered these near post corners are. I mean, I do like these director's views on the replays, but that one shows me nothing. But Lever scores. And what was I worried about? It's now 3-1. That's a good piece of distribution there from Jones. Brought down by Agiyang. And Agiyang is murderated by Mullender. And he's going to get an early shower. And I think, short of a miracle for Llandudno, we've got this one in the bag. Ferreira on the flank. Ferreira crosses it in. That's a somewhat misplaced cross. Flint tries to knock it back in with his head, but can't get far. It's cleaned up by Kavanagh and College for Llandudno. Kavanagh. Still Kavanagh. Hooks it in. Oh, that's almost an own goal there. Comedy of errors there. Defensively for us. Right, here's our new corner defensive routine. Let's have a look at this. That seems to work a wee bit better. Right, Ashton to Evans. He'll shoot that, I reckon. Evans? No, he's going to go for the cutback. Back to Ashton. Ashton to Williams. Williams. Vieira takes the ball off him and goes to Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry just holds it up a bit. We've asked you to waste time, boys. That's the way. That's the way. Just run it out, gentlemen. Just run it out. And hurry up and finish, for God's sake, because I'm dying here. And that, in the end, is a pretty solid 3-1 victory for us. There's not a huge gap between the divisions here. Farnsworth had a shocker, but had to play because both Lewis and Lever needed some sort of rest. I think Bayo's done for me. I think I'll be offering him out to other clubs in the transfer window. Good pleasing performance from Davidson there. And the edge starting to come back into form, which is good as well. Let's see you for Barrytown. All right, so a few little changes here for the match against Barrytown. Lewis reprises his role on the left. Ferreira comes back on the right. And Lockett comes into the side. And Flint moves across to the right wing so I can rest Agiyang. So the lineup is Jones in goal, Lewis, Barrett, Lever, and Ferreira as the back four. Vieira and Lockett in the centre. Lockett getting a run for the horribly out of form Mulani Bao. The edge and Flint on the wings, and Roberto and Dirty Harry up front. Dirty Harry's a bit tired, but I'll bring Pickerstaff on at some stage for him. And let's get out there into the match. I don't know how 10 players can be saying they lack tactical familiarity with a system we've been playing all year. We will mark McLagan tightly. All right, let's outstretch the arms. Carry on from where you left off last time. There's some motivation amongst the boys. Finally, it's good to see. It's good to see. Okay, match starts here. We're going to throw out the instant encouragements. The boys are a bit low on morale at the moment. If we can win this, I think we've turned around our run of form and low morale. I do have a couple of guys on loan, both a centre forward who is better than anyone I've got, really. Not on loan, on trial, rather. Hugh on the ball here for them. And I also have a young right winger. Oh, we've conceded early here while I'm talking about other things. And like a boss scores. That was a pretty good strike, to be fair. Watch this here. Hugh cuts it across for Boss here. I do like their strip here, Barrytown. That's not bad. And Boss just, yeah, that's just a toe poke, really. And the Ginger Ninja in goals for us there, Jones, has just not dealt with it. Rightio, this is not a good start. So I'll be looking to sign both of those guys I've got on trial. However, I have £25 a week left in the wage budget. I reckon I might get the winger. I reckon the Belgian forward is going to want a little bit more than £25 a week. But he is much better than Ribeiro. And actually, he's much better than Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry's a bit of a Nick Guest. He's just seems to be in the right spot to score goals all the time. Doesn't really have particularly good stats in anywhere. Flint now, tries to get the cross in, but it's cleared. And Ferreira will clean that up for us. Lockett plays a speculative ball to Roberto, and Cody Roberto. A rare goal for the big man there. He's heard me talking about the replacement signing, and the 195 centimetre lump hits a volley as graceful as a gazelle jumping over a fallen log there. That is just beautiful stuff from Roberto. And the Canadian levels the score for us here. We don't need to see that. I don't want to know how close that was to being offside. Much better. Much better. Rightio, the Edge over the free kick here. The Edge puts it in and finds Barrett. And Jake Barrett puts the ball away. And we are starting to find our stride from the set pieces here, it seems. This is a great ball from the Edge here. Look at this. It's just right on Barrett's head. And Barrett just like, boom, in the ball goes. And 2-1 for the Druids. Oh, Ferreira's been sent off, though. Oh, this is a scourge for us these days. We just keep getting players sent off over and over again. Right, I think I know what I'm going to do about this, though. I'm going to bring Lewis over here. I'm going to bring Lockett back here. And sorry, Lockett, mate, but you are done. Davidson comes on there. No. Cancel. No, actually, undo. Sorry, just put the bloody undo button right there. I don't know. Quit your engine, Wally. There we go. Davidson in there. Rightio. Now we want Flint to come into the midfield. We want these two to swap around. And just going to push. Oh, out. No. You go there, Daddy Harry, in the middle. Ah. Yikes. Dirty Harry in the middle. What a rigmarole. Advance forward. Attack, please. Rightio. And Roberto's just going to have to give us the width there. And we're going to sit back and we're going to be more cautious about things now. Send off in the first half, Jose Ferreira. We're going to pump the fists. We're going to tell young Davidson he can make the difference. He's playing far more match time than I would have liked Davidson. The boss puts it into Cottrell. Masrani, back to Cottrell. King to the boss. There can only be one king, and there can only be one boss, but they've got one of each. Davidson, that's not a bad little clearance from him there. Masrani, again back to boss. Boss hooks it in. Jones on the far post. No, has to chase that away. I think we've dealt with the danger here. Lever. Dominant in the air, my boys. That's what I like to see. Dirty Harry with the ball now. Back to Vieira. Now, are they going to play this out? They're just going to hoof it. They're going to hoof it looking for Dirty Harry, but he's not quite home. King. Actually, what I might do is I might put Ribeiro as the central target man and just have Dirty Harry playing as a forward on the right-hand side there. I don't know. Dirty Harry has been the avenue to goal, so I want to leave him up the front. This is third, maybe fourth game I've had a player sent off. No, cautious will do. Cautious will do. I really don't want to push up too much further. Hugh now finds Cottrell. Cottrell to Joe. Vieira clears it out, but there's no one home. There's no one home there, but it gives us a chance to reset. Ribeiro closing his man down. Hugh to Jones. Cottrell, danger man. Whoa. They are taking a lot of long shots here. And I'm quite happy for them to do that for the rest of the game. Harry's keeping everything. All right, Bickerstaff can come on for the second half. And if you'd excuse me, I need to sneeze. Rightio, I think I've composed myself. We've made one substitution. Like I said, Jake Bickerstaff comes on for Dirty Harry, so you guys get to see him as well. It's not quite the circumstances that I would like to have shown him off to you in. He's been quite good for us. He's only scored the one or two goals, but he does this. Bickerstaff. Oh, he's hit the post. I've talked the boy up and he's missed, but he's looking for Roberto, but can't quite thread the cross through. But we're still looking promising, even though we're a man down. That's a poor kick. The edge somehow gets onto it. Roberto puts Bickerstaff through. Bickerstaff finds the edge. The edge shoots, and the edge scores. That's what we want to see. They hail the edge. They hail the great man. And that is a lovely goal for Cefn Druids here. We've done well. Look at this. Roberto, this is a great bit of team play. Knocks the ball around, and that's a lovely ball for the edge. And he probably could have squared that, the edge maybe, and gone for the cutback, but he's like, nah, I'll do it myself. Excuse me, I'm a senior player, and I saw this right. Lewis finds Roberto with the throw. Vieira again to Lewis. Dangerous with the cross. Vieira. Lewis. Roberto! And Roberto scores his second of the game. Cody Roberto. We're not playing like a team with 10 players, folks. We're playing like a team of champions. And this is what I've wanted to see from my boys for the last 3 or 4 games. A bit of metal. We've come back from 1-0 down in the previous 2 games. And look at this. That's just a sharp little finish there from Roberto. And, oh, there's an hour to go. We've got a sub left. We're going to wait it out as long as possible. The edge is probably going to want to come off at some stage. So we might think about that now. No, we're going to try and run this one out. No, there's the edge. He wants to come off. Plummer is not the best replacement, but oh yeah, I'll sort it. I've been sitting this guy on the bench, and he's who will probably miss out on a bit of match time if I do sign the fella I've got on trial. He can play as a winger there. Or hang on. Let's undo. What if I put Flint out there and we bring the edge off for Bayo and we swap these 2 around? Flint plays as an inverted winger here. On support. Rightio. That looks a bit better. Let's pump the fists. Get out there, make a difference. He completely ignores me like most of the boys here do. Okay, Lever over the ball now. It's a dead ball situation for us. Bickerstaff. He's got no real jumping ability or height, but he does have a high heading score. So I do think he wins a fair share of headers, perhaps not a full fair share. Lever with some great covering defence there. Davidson looks for Bickerstaff, controls it with his chest, plays a beautiful through ball for Roberto, and Roberto is mowed down in the area. Hughes in trouble. And Roberto steps up for his hat trick. Oh, it's saved again. That is the 3rd or 4th penalty we've had saved. We are just not good at penalties, boys and girls. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's going to matter too much here. I think we might just run this one out. Come on. Come on, boys. You got this. Uh-oh. Cottrell with a corner. And there's a near post corner hacks again, this time from the AI, not from me. But Boss throws it in. And as much as he's played like a boss and King's played like a king, there is not a lot they can do about Druids running away with this one. Hugh with a lovely ball. Well, it's not a lovely ball, really. I spoke too soon there. Jones falls on that one like someone had opened a trapdoor underneath of his legs and ankle tapped him. Wasting a bit of time here, Jones, a bit of smart play, and he just puts it over the top. And we should run out this last minute here. We're going to get the old school football manager last minute extra time highlight for no real reason, as both keepers just kick the ball to each other. Let's not concede here, boys. So we drew TNS in the next round of the Cup. So that's possibly our Cup run over. I don't know. I'd like to think we can take it to TNS. We've already exceeded the board's expectations for the Mickey Mouse Cup, so that's good. It's just it's the Welsh Cup that they wanted us to perform in, and that's it. Well done, boys. Well done, lads. Well done. Oh, smashed my mic stand. That's a good showing. I'm not going to lie. Great game from the edge. Dirty Harry only on for half the game and still managed to get a 7 without a goal. Bickerstaff with a lovely assist. Roberto with 2 lovely goals. These guys just like playing on camera, it seems. My Peniston team played well off camera and played terribly on camera. These boys seem to be the other way around. Anyway, that's outstretched the arms. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Except old mate for getting sent off, but I could even overlook that. We're going to send the arse man to the interview, and we're going to look at what we're going to come back to you. We've got TNS and Bala. Do you know what? We might bring you Connor's Key and then TNS. Yeah, I think that's what we might do. We might bring you Connor's Key, then TNS, and we'll skip that game in the middle there. And that'll bring you the game against our fierce rivals and the most successful team in the land. If you like that, guys, leave us a thumbs up. It's down there somewhere. You know where it is. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. All helps with the YouTube algorithm. Really, really pleased with the amount of comments and interaction in the last video. Keep it up, guys. Love to hear from you. Love to hear your comments, even if it's a little jab at my management or having a laugh at my inability to get my tongue around some of these Welsh names. My name's Waylands. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.